Okay, so this is just going to be a really quick video on, well, hopefully a quick video on adding something to the Brookwood sites, like one of the posts, the videos or blog posts or whatever. And I'm adding a video post, so I'm going to start with that. So logged in here on the Brookwood YouTube page, and I uploaded this video. And I gave it a descriptive name so people could find it based on patio, stone wall, outdoor kitchen, and Hamilton, Mass. So it's important to put like where, because someone might be searching close to it. Google knows where it is. It's important to put like kind of a descriptive thing with some keywords here and even some tags. And this is important because you're going to use a lot of these same things within WordPress too, hopefully. And then you can pick your thumbnail so it's a good looking thumbnail. I think it defaulted to like this one, which was a bad thumbnail. I'm just going to select that, save changes, and then grab the link to the YouTube video. Now, if you don't have YouTube videos, then this isn't going to be that as important. But so once you have that link and it's copied and you have all of this is saved and published, then you can go back over to the back end of the website. So right now I'm logged into Brookwood Stone, and you'll probably just come to like the dashboard when you first log in, and you want to go to posts because that's where the blog posts are. And you can see like, so here's a few ones that you have created. And then here's some old ones that I created, and here's some new video posts. And what you might be asking is, how does it know whether it's a video or an article or whatever? And I went through and I changed all of these old ones to be a category article, and then the new one should be either categorized article or videos. So when you go and you create a new post now, one of the first things that you should do, besides adding a title, and I'm gonna I already created a title, and then I just copied over it when I recopied that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back over to the thing, and I'm just gonna, might want to change this title. But so I'm gonna create the title of the post: patio, stone wall, and outdoor kitchen in Hamilton, Mass. And I am going to, the first thing that we want in this one is we want the video. So I'm going to copy the video link again. And then see, when you roll over this area to start creating content, you have a little plus sign. And I want a YouTube video. So I'm just going to paste the YouTube video URL there. Click embed. And now we have a video embedded. And I also want to make sure that it might be anyway, but I want to make sure it's align centered. And these are the kind of tools that you get. And you also have over here on the right hand side some more. If this is selected, you'll have some more options here. For this section, you pretty much ignore it. We don't want a caption, but we do want some text under this because we want to actually describe what this video is about, so search engines kind of know. So So yeah, that might need a little bit more work, and it should be a little bit more descriptive. And there's probably like I told Jason that there should be a potentially like a bulleted list. But so here when we roll over this section now, we have some options. So I can center this if I want it. I don't want that though. I can do some other things with it. You should be able to create so let's say I want to insert something after. So now there's a new section here after. And now I want to add let's see if there is formatting. I usually don't use this, but there should be a way to create in here somewhere, common blocks, list. There we go. So now we can have a list. So, above this list can be some sort of header, but we can say, stone patio. Retaining wall. Stone fireplace. Outdoor kitchen. Brick walkway. So that is kind of how you get in there and you can edit these things. So now let's say that one of the things that I saw that you had an issue with was let's insert after, and let's go ahead and add an image here, and I'm going to take a moment to kind of show. So I can add an image there, and now we can drag or we can insert something from the media library, which is actually what I'm going to do in this instance. Let's say, actually, you know what? I'm going to upload a file, and I'm going to see if I can find an image from Rock Maple. I don't think we have any images. Oops. All right, so I don't have any images of Rock Maple with the drone footage, so I'm just for the sake of showing something here. So with this, right now, so this is selected, so we have some options over here. We can say width, we can change it to 50%. So it'll just be 50% of the width of the window here. I'm going to go ahead and just do medium, and I'm going to say I want this to align right side of the content. So, and then I'm going to push it up to put it beside that. So you see how you have these little tools here, and you can even drag it. If I want to drag it below, I think I could do that. I'm not sure. Up again. Yeah, no. Down. So I'm pushing it to the left, and it's staying to the left over here. But you can also choose to delete out this description here if we wanted to. Or we could center it so it pushes that down. But I think I like that it's there. And I actually want to remove this block. They call these blocks. I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to, so now we're in this. So this stuff over here has to do with this paragraph block. So we could change some things about it right in here, or we can go to the main document. We don't want to be on the block. We want to be on the document. And now that we have the content of our blog post, we want to make sure that we select the correct thing. Now this is a video, so it's just video. If it was an article, it would be just article. You could also select two if it's two, but like try to stick to one or the other. Then, so that's the first section, is make sure you get the category. Then you have tags, and these tags can be the same as, remember, these YouTube tags. So what you know, and I didn't do this for the other videos, but it'll be important going forward that we just do, you know, stone patio, enter, retaining wall, enter, stone fireplace, and maybe even just simply fireplace. And eventually, when all of these things are tagged correctly, you can have like a you can have people there's a lot of blog posts, there's a lot of videos. Someone can say, show me everything for retaining wall, and they will be able to see all of the articles and videos and everything, and it's just really helpful. You can skip this step, but you can also add stuff in as you want. Now the featured image here, that is important because that is what shows when someone goes to blog, that's this image here. That's what they see. And then when someone goes into the image, that's this image up here, up top. So that's how it's designed. If nothing's there, this defaults just a background color, I think. But that is the purpose of that featured image. So it's really important. So set featured image. This featured image should probably be this image right here. So how you get that out is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm just going to try to see if I have even a single photo of rock maple. That's not it. Oh wait, is that rock maple? I believe that is. So we could absolutely use this image. So now now we have that. Now there's one more thing. So we have the content, we have the category selected, we added a few tags, we have a featured image, very important for that featured image. Now this Yoast SEO, this is an important aspect of it too. If you click edit snippet, you can remove some of these things. I'm gonna remove site title and separator because it makes it too long. Patio, stone wall, outdoor kitchen, Hamilton, Mass. That could actually be a little bit longer, but I'm just gonna make it the title and the page. But I could also just type anything I wanted to add on or change what that page title is. You could change the slug, so what this part here looks like. And then you can also modify the description that comes up. This is particularly good for coming up in Google search. It's what this section here says. So let's do search for stone wall. And it's this, so that's the title, and this is the section that comes up afterwards in these main listings. So, so that's what you want to make sure is in this post. Am I back in the post now? Yeah, I am. Okay. So that could be kind of important too, because that doesn't have to be keyword specific. You don't have to stuff a bunch of keywords in there. What you just have is a really good description. Hey, here's a job. Here is a job in Mass with a custom patio, walkways, outdoor kitchen, and fireplace place with built-in flower beds. Okay, just something that you think might attract the users to click on it. And I would even put above here, I would say, I would do something like this: drone video, in that, like in those brackets, to kind of make it look like, to make it draw a little bit more attention to it. Like, oh, cool, there's a drone video, because those are, people like those. So, and so that's it. So like those are just some extra things that you can do for keyword optimization, or for search engine optimization. This is also what it'll show if you share the post on Facebook. Most likely it should, I think. Cornerstone content. Okay, that's not. So, and then that's it there. So, yep, that's it. So now that that's published, we should be able to see on videos the newest patio stonewall outdoor kitchen in Hamilton, Mass. That's the image that shows up in the background. We might be able to do a little bit better with that, but here's it says the date, which is good. Google likes that type of thing. And this, they can play the video, and they can schedule now all this stuff comes up free. They can schedule a free assessment. You may want to put something about it in this. So if you notice in my other video blogs, that I entered a sentence about, would you like us to come give you a free assessment, blah, 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 blah. You may want to add that, because it leads into, it's always going to have this schedule a free assessment now. And they can share always on the social media networks. No idea why it's showing up kind of like that. I'm going to have to figure that out. And they can also leave a comment from Facebook. So here, that is that's the gist of this, of adding a blog post. So what you may want to do with some of your older blog posts too. So now let's go into all posts. Let's take one of these, Spring TLC for your yard. And what you can see now is, so now you have these sections. What you could do is you could go down with this and then stick it off to the side. Or, there is just, or just like maybe get rid of this picture, or that might make it a little bit too big. I don't know. You can grab these handles and change the size of it as well once you clicked on them. So I'm not going to save this, but just to kind of show you, now we have a much thinner, like this one might not be needed. So maybe just click on this little thing and just remove the block, because it seems like it's a little bit redundant with the two there, and I don't know what you need, but otherwise, good job. Like maybe even add like so you can, this call Brookwood block here, you could probably get rid of this too and just simplify it and just say, because on the site they have access to the contact and all of that other information. So keeping it simple, and maybe this is necessary, but you can also see I changed it to articles here, and I added the featured image, which is actually the rock maple featured image as well. But just try not to do that. Try not to have featured images that are the same thing. One other thing before I finish here is some of these images are massive. So what you're going to want to do for them. So let's look at, can I see this in the, let's see. Actually, let's click on this. And I can see, like, so some of these you can see, so that's 15. So this here is 3 megabytes. That is a massive picture. And so maybe when you're downloading from iStock, what you're going to want to do is you also like want to, so the title on these things, you you may want to update as well to get rid of the iStock, but like to keyword stuff some things. Maybe whatever your article's about, like maybe not like patio or something that it's not about, but like something that has to do with your article. But this 3 megabytes is a huge problem. You want to try to keep your images to 100 kilobytes or less. Unless if it's a really important image, it could probably be up to about like 350 kilobytes. But you really want, like, 1 megabyte is too much. 3 megabytes is like way too much. It weighs down the site so much. So what you could do is, let me see if there's a free image. Compressor maybe. Compress JPEG images online. Oh, actually, you know what? Google might have this, but so you can drop a file here. You can drop a bunch of files here, and then it will save it. There's a ton of these. You don't actually have to use this one, but that's definitely what you want to do. You want to compress those down. They should be really small for the website. But all right, this didn't end up being as short as I'd hoped it was going to be, but hopefully it was helpful for continuing on with those with the blog posts.